Studio 5, a place where for the last 19 years, some of the best and brightest brains have come together to create what we affectionately and gratefully call TV magic. And this week we have recognized a few of the most important people in Studio 5's story through a series that we're calling Blast from the Past. So a mystery guest is making a surprise appearance in the studio again today. It's a surprise for you and kind of a surprise for me, although I'm gonna be honest, the silhouettes give away more than you might think. I do have some clues though to help me guess who is behind our screen today. Clue number one, the best Studio 5 ideas came out of her beautiful brain. They are the ultimate girlfriend and total girl boss. Rachel Ray once complimented their outfit, and they were actually wearing my top. Their heart is at the heart of Studio 5, and this show would not be here or be without them. So, on that note, I'll bring out one of my dearest friends, creator of Studio 5, former executive producer, Michelle Torsak. Not even a guest for me. Oh my gosh, we've invested in tissues. We've got lots of tissues handy.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so glad you're here.
I'm just thrilled to be here.
I'm so glad you're here. And let me orient and say again, for those at home, this is the woman who created this. This is the house. This is the home that Michelle built 19 years ago, and the culture that she laid for us continues 19 years later. Thank you, Jeff. Right on cue.
Jeff, we love you.
Right on cue. How does it feel to be back home?
It feels so amazing. I was talking to Amy, and we were just talking, and she was saying, you know, the Studio 5 team right now, there's no cattiness, there's no, and I'm like, that's always been the case. Like, we have always just had amazing teams of mostly women. I mean, we had a moment with Darren, but women who just were good to each other. They were just good women.
Yeah.
And
a producer, a mutual friend of ours, recently paid me a compliment, and I'm going to pass it right along to you because it's not my compliment to Carrie. But she said she's worked in the media industry for many years. She's been at many different stations, many different markets across the country, and we were so lucky to have her land with us. And after a few months on the ground at Studio 5, the house that you built, the home that you built, she came to me and said, I didn't know this existed. I didn't know that women could, first of all, produce and professionally run at this level, and secondly, do it with the values and the characteristics that you described. It's special.
it is special. And you feel it as soon as you come down. Like, it's always, I mean, Studio 5's always been in my heart, always.
Take us back 19 years ago, Michelle. You and I were not dear friends then. We were strangers, but you set out to create this show for KSL, a show that had really not been done before here or anything like it in the market. And what did you hope? What was your vision? Well,
my vision was like at the time, this was before social media, so like magazines were the thing. And so I still remember I would subscribe to like the Martha Stewarts, the Real Simples. And I've always believed that women are builders of humanity. And that if we could create a show that did that, and those moments of women building humanity, they happen, sometimes they happen on a large stage, but mostly they happen in the kitchen and, you know, in the carpool and in building our relationships. And so then I was started to think, okay, how are we going to do this? And it was before like blogs were starting to come on the scene, but I'm like, we're going to have contributors. And, you know, then I was able to say, okay, I had read a book by Elisa Bangeter, and I'd seen Becky Lowe on the Noon Show, and I started just compiling, gathering these contributors, and it really set the stage for what this show became.
We've joked all week that these contributors that you sought out and curated, for lack of a better word, they were the original influencers. And I like the word contributor so much more. But you found women who were able to bring their best and women who weren't in it for them.
No.
But who were in it for the women watching.
Yes.
And I'd be curious to know, I'm putting you on the spot a little bit, but this culture that you started that has continued, you know, our team has turned over many times over the years, of course, but even the youngest producer on our team right now knows your name because you're still spoken of in our meeting, and full credit goes to you. It does, for the creative buzz and the culture that is Studio 5. How did you create that? How did you create a space where women could not just look eye to eye, but heart to heart and lift each other in such a sincere way? How did you do that?
I don't know. I don't think it was me. But I do. Here's what I think. I think I have a gift gift for discerning like really good women. And I saw it in you, I've seen it in all the people, and that's what it is. It's not really about me. It's been able to just spot good women.
You've taken that gift upward and onward. You're now doing great things at Deseret Book, our sister company.
Yes.
We love that.
Yes, I'm at Deseret Book. I oversee content for Deseret Book, so our publishing and our digital content, and I've loved that. We've kind of got a brand over there, kind of a faith-based brand, this faith version of Studio 5 called Magnify.
I love it. I love it. Let's reminisce. What was a favorite on-air moment over the years?
I think one of my favorite moments was, you know, when you start something new like this, it is a struggle. There was lots of things that we had to figure out.
There were tissues back then too.
Yes, there were different kinds, and it was like, okay, how are we going to do this? And you know, you're like, how's this going? You would see the ratings, but we decided to do. I couldn't quite remember the year. I want to say it was 2009, possibly. We did a Motherhood Matters show live at Health Center Theater, and women were lined up around the building like an hour and a half early, and I started to cry. And then when you and Darren, you guys came in, we had the Studio 5 theme song. It was magic. It was absolute magic.
Here's the line, which the night before we had that panic of, will anyone come?
Yes.
And I remember, I think it was you coming in and saying, there's a line around the building. A producer's telling me we have that moment that Michelle just described.
Yes.
Let's watch.
Welcome Studio 5 hosts Brooke Walker and Darren Adams.
Oh, you said it was electric. It was.
It was
that
electric.
Was fun. I realized I didn't know what to do with my hands then either.
Yeah, we were still
flying around, clapping a few times.
Do you remember that moment?
Yeah.
Feeling the energy of that?
I do. Yeah. It was great because you sit in the studio. It's kind of a little bit of a lab of sorts, and you know, you put it out there through the screen, and you think you know, and now we know our audience. But at that time, we thought we knew our audience, but to see them and feel them, it was a cementing moment for sure.
And it was like, we were spot on. Like, yes, these are the women.
These are it, Behind the scenes, really quickly. Any behind the scenes moments?
No, there's always the funny things. Like I remember one time, you know, we had a guest who, you know, what people don't see is you're moving from place to place. Yeah. And literally had a freeze moment of just like stopped in the middle. Yeah. I can't remember if it was
I remember.
And just stopped, and it was like, we're like coaxing her, like, you gotta move over here.
It's like a game of, not Pictionary, what's the game where you guess? We were like doing charades. We were trying to do charades to help draw the words out. What do you hope women take away from Studio 5, from this wonderful connection piece that you've given us?
I hope women see their own goodness. Yeah. I mean, I think that's the thing that I love most is just ordinary contributors coming on day after day, sharing talents, sharing wisdom, sharing insights. And all of that lives in the Studio 5 audience as well. Like, I don't think we recognize in our small worlds how good we are.
Thank you for helping us recognize that over all these years.
Thank you.
Michelle Torsak, the creator and original executive producer of the show we know and love as Studio 5.